So, you want to start speedrunning Super Mario Odyssey, but you can't seem to find the right tutorial. In this beginner tutorial series, which will be separated into 15 videos, I will show you beginner and advanced strats for each of the kingdoms. This will be covering the NE% route for Super Mario Odyssey. I recommend getting used to the route before uploading runs to leaderboards such as speedrun.com. This tutorial will have timestamps, allowing you to go visit the beginner's tutorial or the advanced tutorial. And, if you would take a second to subscribe, it would mean a lot. Our timer begins when we select start at the beginning of the game. I recommend getting timers such as Lie Split, as it shows where you have messed up and how you can improve in each kingdom. I will also be making a separate tutorial series on how to use Lie Split, and how you can customize it. Also, I should address that you should probably change your language to Chinese, as it's the fastest language to speedrun NE%. As well gamers, you should be aware that 1.3 is the fastest version of the game, so update your game before the run. We start off in Cap Kingdom, with the cutscene of Bowser fighting Mario. You want to skip this cutscene as fast as possible. Try to spam the plus button before the cutscene and spam A after, so we could get a better time. After that, we see Mario and Cappy on the floor. Look up with the right joystick so we can get a prompt to jump. You will want to be spamming A or B so we can jump as Mario. As soon as you gain control of Mario, you want to input a roll boost. To input a roll boost, crouch and then shake your controller. Right now, you will want to roll boost 16 times. This number might vary between your position, but make sure that you end up finishing the rolls at about this location. Then, input a triple jump by jumping up these 3 platforms. Once you have triple jumped, you want to hold left over the bridge and then dive by pressing ZR and then Y or X as fast as you can. Finally, you want to roll boost until you reach the Cappy cutscene. Again, you want to skip this cutscene. As soon as the cutscene is skipped, you will want to roll boost until you get to this staircase. Try avoiding this dreaded light as it could cause Mario to bonk. Once you get to the staircase, you want to triple jump and then dive up to the top. Next, you want to throw Cappy onto the lever. Then wait. A short cutscene will appear that is unskippable. Once the cutscene is over, immediately roll down the hill. You want to roll boost strategically here. When going down the hill, you don't want to roll boost, as it's faster. When going up the hill, you want to spam roll boosts. Mario gains momentum when going down a hill, so it's usually faster than roll boosting down a hill. Try to use this throughout the entirety of the run. Once you have passed the bridge, you will want to jump up to the small platform. Then, you have to throw Cappy to the door and walk in. This sub-area is called Top Hat Tower. The first thing you want to do is start rolling until you reach the water. Try avoiding the blocks to the right, as it could cause Mario to bonk. Then, you want to roll into the water and just jump out and throw Cappy to one of these frogs. There will be a cutscene. Skip it. When you gain control of the frog, go to the left and jump over all of these staircases. When you're near the mini Goombas, jump over them and continue shaking your controller to jump high. Then, try going in a straight line all the way to this wall. Continue jumping as I show here. Then, you can uncapture the frog by pressing ZR. Throw Cappy at the door, and then we'll just roll through. Once you're at a top hat, you want to run to the right for a split second. Then, long jump. After the long jump, you should input a triple jump, while hugging the wall of the tower. The geometry of this section is really bad and wonky, so make sure you avoid the ships and bonking into the tower. Once you're at the large slope, roll carefully up the slope, but make sure that you're shaking the controller fast, because if you stop for a second, you will start rolling downward. When you're at the top of the Top Hat Tower, just jump dive into the boss fight. Once you're in the fight, you want to run forward and throw Cappy at Topper 3 times. This will allow Topper to be vulnerable. Immediately jump on his head after. Topper will now go into a hat and start spinning. When you see Topper go into the hat, immediately jump on his head. Don't worry if you don't get this first try, as it's entirely timing. Once Topper's out of his hat, just throw Cappy at him 3 times again and jump on him. Then you're done. Once this very long cutscene of Topper getting destroyed ends, you want to spam jump. You should see Mario jump slightly, and that means you did it correctly. All you have to do after that is throw Cappy and hold forward on the wire. And that's the beginner's tutorial for Cap Kingdom. On to Cascade. But there are some things that could go wrong in this boss fight. Let's see what could happen. Some things that could go wrong are that you might get hit by Topper, even though you jumped on his hat. This may be because you jumped on him too early. Make sure you wait until this audio cue to jump on him. There's another strategy to getting Topper's hats off. If you throw Cappy and hold him out at Topper, you could get 3 hits on him, resulting in a quick phase. Something that could go wrong here is that not all of Topper's hats fall off. To fix this, either make sure that you have jumped high enough, or that you have held Y or X to keep Cappy out. So, that's it for the beginner's guide to Cap Kingdom. However, there are a few advanced strategies that I would like to show you. One of these is a spin pound. To do this jump, move the joystick in a circle as fast as you can, then hold ZR and shake your controller while holding Y. Another place that can save a bit of time is at the Cappy cutscene. Usually if you try to spin pound after the cutscene, you'll lose time because you cannot buffer it. To get around this, you will want to start spinning the joystick right before the cutscene, and then do a spin pound once the cutscene has ended. The next place to save a bit of time is at the bridge cutscene. When you throw Cappy at the lever, you want to dive in front of it, then immediately go into first person. This saves about 1 second, but is super easy to implement. Another thing to implement which can save a bit of time is called frog vectoring. Frog vectoring can help you gain speed. To do this, you first have to shake the controller and immediately turn the joystick at about 45 degrees. At the peak of your jump, turn back to your original position, then repeat. You want to do this as much times as you can in Top Hat Tower. Probably the hardest trick to learn in Cap Kingdom is called left side. Left side is a trick where you do a precise jump on the left side of Top Hat Tower to save time. Start a triple jump on this ship, then you want to throw Cappy at the peak of the jump. After, you should see Mario do a spin with his hands. At the end of the spin, dive into Cappy. After the peak of your jump, do an up throw if you have Joy-Cons. If you don't, just throw Cappy to this part of the wall. Then, once you up throw, try to line yourself up with this fence, and then dive. This strat saves a little time, saves about 2 seconds if done perfectly, so I would not recommend doing it if you're just starting out. If you fail left side, which was likely to happen, just go to this hat and backflip. Then Cappy dive, wall jump, and throw Cappy and then dive onto the gate. Then you want to jump into the boss fight. The most time saved in Cap Kingdom comes down to your movement and lines. I would recommend mastering the movement before you implement anything else. The only strat I would say to try first is frog vectoring. It's not very hard and it's a pretty good time save for beginners if you know how to do it. Again, please like and subscribe as this is my first video on the channel. And I would like to see what you guys have to say about the video and what I can improve upon. Anyway, hope you have a good day. Bye.